This is Politics Today. It's one on one right now, live on Living TV, Global Communication. My name is Professor David Kula. And right here, we have a very special guest on our TV whom we're going to talk to on political affairs matter, things that concern the nation, Nigeria, and the state of Africa. Once again, my name is Professor David Kula. Welcome to Living TV, Global Communication. Right now, we have a very special guest in our midst. She's a very beautiful, adorable, fascinating, eloquent senator of our time. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to present to you the one and only distinguished Senator Nkechi, Nwaogu, PhD and CON. Welcome, Matthew.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And I want to extend my seasonal greetings to our viewers. And I'll say Merry Christmas in advance, and I'm wishing them a prosperous 2026 to come.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We're so delighted having you on the studio.
My pleasure.
Yeah, I know today, being the 22nd of December 2025, you're preparing for the altitude, the Christmas celebration. So, how are you looking forward towards celebrating the Christmas, especially right now that you're back home?
That's right. The Christmas celebration can never be complete if I don't get to my home base, which is Abia State, where I am right now. As a Christian, I look forward to that time of the year when we celebrate the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. And that celebration has in it a time of giving. So we come home to see our kids and kin and to give them the love's gifts. And I'm here to do that, to identify with my people, to celebrate with them, and to be happy that the Lord has kept us all alive from January to this time of the year. And we're believing God that He's going to take us beyond the 2025 into the new year of 2026. So I'm happy to be home. I'm glad to see a lot of our people who have been coming. They are all welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Check it from your profile of your person. You're very fascinating. I saw your profile and very, very eloquent. You have been a one-time director of Southeast, the parliamentarian for Tinubu Shetima Council, Presidential Campaign Council. That's between the year 2022 to 2023. You were also an Abia State coordinator for Women for Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign and team. That's between 2022 and 2023. A Pro-Chancellor and Chairman, Governing Council of the University of Calabar 2017 to 2021. Now, this profile looks so fascinating and so gorgeous. How has it been? What has been your experience, especially being the director for the Southeast Parliamentarian for the Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign? What was your experience like? And how has it been so far so good, from being House member, the House of Rep member, to becoming a senator? What has been your user experience?
Well, those experiences, I would say, I'm full of gratitude for God to have singled me out to go through this arc as a woman and as an Igbo woman, and as somebody I have come from the bottom to where I am today. As I was a director of director for parliamentarians for the Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Council within the last election 2022 to 2023. And I was also the coordinator for women of Abia State APC for the same presidential campaign council. It was a good period. It was a very trying period in the sense that within that period, people were laughing at us, especially somebody like me. Why would you do that? Why would you take such position? Why would you belong to All Progressive Congress instead of the other ones that were popular in Igbo land? But I believed in the philosophies of President Ahmed Tinubu GCFR. I believed in his records of old, and I knew that he was going to bring them on board as a president. And I joined the APC since 2015, beg your pardon. And I always look at political parties as something that should be compared with salt. If a salt ceases to have its taste, it's no longer salt. But I saw APC as maintaining its salt, its taste, and I continue to remain there, to be with them. I read political science up to PhD level. I'm a political scientist, political analyst, political researcher, and a political practitioner. So I used my political scientific methods to look at the progress of APC, and I could see the light. I could see the potentials were enormous. So unlike many people that joined in early 2013, 2014, that exited when they felt that APC was not doing well in this part of the country, I didn't see it that way. I believe that what we needed to do is to have effective networking, effective collaboration, and telling our people that why it is called politics is because it's a game of numbers, people, and you go to fish in, fish out men from wherever they are. So, but I'm glad today I have been vindicated. In our state today, Abia State, there is no other party other than APC. People are joining in droves, and we are working together so that we will be able to do abundantly well politically as against what happened in 2023. So I am glad to have remained, and no wonder in Abia State today I am called Mama APC. Not just for my local government. I am Mama APC for Abia State. And it is because I am a dogged APC member. I am a crusader to the idea that we must do exceedingly better in 2027 to deserve better appointments, better recognition. Because there are 36 states plus FCT in Nigeria. What the president requires is 2/3. So if we don't do well, we are going to be the losers. If Abia State does not do well in APC, we are going to be the losers, not Mr. President, not APC as a party. The party will still move on. The president would have met its quota and the requirement as enshrined in the constitution. So we must, my prayers is that we work hard so that we become amongst the states that will deliver in abundance the number of votes. And I can see it, unlike what happened in 2023. I can see the avalanche of votes that we will garner in this happier state. So I'm overjoyed. All we are doing is to continue to keep hope alive, to keep the renewed hope agenda alive, and to keep reminding our people that they should not waste their votes in any other place other than on Progressive Congress. More especially to return the president of this country, which is the president of our party extraction, Ahmed Tinubu, to return him to be amongst the states that will give him bumper votes.
Okay, ma'am, thank you so much, ma'am. Now, you know, in your past time of being in the House of Reps and the Senate, and in this recent time, can you just decipher for us the differences between that time and this time in the course of the constitutional development in the National Assembly? Because we've been seeing so many things that have been happening. The issue of the state of emergency that happened, you know, and every other thing. What do you think? Has there been any improvement in the constitutional values and the attainment in the country?
Yes, obviously. There has been development, constitutional development. One thing you must understand is that in every 4 years, there are no identical 4 years, 2 4 years at the same time. There are no identical issues in every 4 years. Every 4 years comes with its own expectations and dynamics. In these very 4 years, 2023 to 2027, Mr. President has been so courageous in doing certain things no president has ever done. For instance, the removal of the fuel subsidy. That was on the table of discussion over the years, but there was no president who was as courageous and fearless, determined, focused as the current president, Mr. Ahmed Tinubu. So there was removal of subsidy. There was removal of despairing foreign exchange rates, one for these people, one for these people. Today, you can see that there has been almost equal, paralleled foreign exchange rate, and the exchange rate has been almost like stable to enable the business people, our economic sector, to be able to plan ahead. Unlike if you import something at this rate today, by the next 1 month, the rate would have changed adversely to the detriment of the companies. Many companies now are coming on board. There are so many FIDs now coming into our country, trying to do business. So we talked about the removal of fuel subsidy. That has brought on board, a lot of some negative effects. It looked negative because it was at the onset.
Because I wanted to ask that question.
Yes. No, it looked negative because it was at the onset. But when you look at it critically, you would see that there has been bumper economy in the area of flow of money. The states have been receiving more than, let me say, 5 times what they were receiving. In the previous administration, payment of workers' salaries was a huge problem, to an extent that they had to come for bailout, and they said that there is no such thing anymore. No wonder, even in our state today, our state government, they are doing exceedingly well by the kind of developments they are attracting, infrastructural improvements, which was not there before. And if you look at the other states of our nation, same thing is happening as a result of that removal of fuel subsidy. Because when the subsidy was there were only a handful of people there were abnormally making abnormal profits to the detriment of the state economy. But today, most states are almost like financially independent. independent.
We were looking at the time that having removed the subsidy, that the federal government was going to determine the price of the product, and so that they will be able to stabilize the economy. But it still seems as if the oil marketers are still working on determining.
I disagree. In a free market economy, you don't have to regulate prices. If you begin to interfere in prices of products, that means it has become what we call a managed economy. It has become a government-regulated economy. It will become something like a lot of business.
It becomes like a monopolistic thing.
It becomes monopolistic, and even if it doesn't become monopolistic, it will now be something that you have no choice. You are not given the opportunity to choose what you want to buy. If a government says rice will have to be at 20,000, for instance, a bag of 50 kg, let it be 20,000, without providing the enabling environment for those rice producers to produce at a cost where they will have cost plus profit to end at 20,000. If somebody is producing rice at 25,000 and they are asking him, that company, to sell at 20, the best they can do is to go bankrupt, close the economy. So it becomes cutting your nose to spite your face. So, and in a democratic setup, you don't have to have such regulated system. Otherwise, it beats that opportunity of some will do well, some will not do well. And if you allow people a free enterprise, they will be able to manage their expense, they will be able to manage their cost, and they will be able, obviously, to.
So it means there was no total halt on the marketers, the oil marketers, because we are running a mixed system. That is a mixed system that the government and the private investors have to do business together. So in the merger, that means there's still a merger between the government and the private investors.
Well, in terms of let me talk about in the petroleum industry, you are saying, where the subsidy was removed. It's not like totally, completely allowed. And there was a time 19 companies were given licenses to operate small refineries, modular refineries.
Yes.
They could not do it up till today, as we speak. So it's not as easy as maybe the public will look at it and say, oh, why is government not doing this? Why is government not doing that? Ordinary licenses, you can count within your first 5 hands the number of private refineries that are operating in this nation, because it's not so easy for entry, because it's capital intensive. So I believe and I know that the removal of subsidy truly opened our economy in many ways. Some people were relying on what used to happen before, which was subsidy. Apart from subsidy, they were doing all kinds of things whereby you will not supply petroleum, you will have papers, you will present it to central bank will pay you without the supplies, and so on and so forth. There were so many shady deals, and that was what this government has done to stop it, to ensure that we pay for what we have received.
Okay, in this recent time, we've been seeing a very strong wave of defection from parties to the All Progressive Party. Many people are defecting from the state, national, they're defecting. Are you seeing the one-party system come 2027? That's just going to be a one-party system thing, going to run the affairs of the nation? And if it's going to be that, does it mean that other parties are not being effective, are not strong to stand the feet of the All Progressive Party?
Well, I see a gale of defections, people joining our party, like you rightly observed. I do not think that could result to one party system. And even if it does, what the nation requires is peace in the nation, development in the nation. What the system requires, how many percentage of Nigerians are actually in politics? If we can take for instance, if this country will operate, but I don't see it happen anyway. Even in a developed nation, you have small political parties that only operate regionally. They will operate regionally. One state. There was a time in one of our regions in this nation, they were only for one party, 80. Other zones had PDP and others. So even if people are defecting from their various parties to APC, does not mean that it's going to end up in one party state. As we see them, I know during elections there may be people who may not get the ticket in APC. They might want to either go back or join another new party and try to do something in their at a lower level, probably not at a presidential level, but they can win houses of assembly elections, House of Reps, with 2-3 local governments where people will agree to support them in Party A as against APC, and so on and so forth. So I'm not worried. I am not worried. But it also goes to show that our party, we are doing the right thing. It goes to show that the president is also doing the right things. It goes to show that those governors who were in our party before now are doing the right things. So you cannot join a place that is dead or moribund, and nobody is induced to join. People are joining our party on a free will basis, and I do not see anything wrong about it. The more the merrier.
Thank you so much, man. We'll be right back. We'll just go right now, pay some commercial bills, and we'll be right back with the distinguished Senator Nkechi. Thank you.
Enjoy myself. I love you. Oh, yeah.
Have you heard that Living Television, the latest satellite station on Nigecomsat's channel, is received all over Nigeria and Africa? You can watch Living Television on every free-to-air HD decoder, including Strong HD and CSAT HD. Why keep paying for monthly subscriptions when you can have fun for free? With Living Television, you can watch lots of wrestling, football, documentaries, and Nigerian films, including discussions and debates on current Nigeria issues. Watch free live matches on La Liga Spain come Serie A, Italy come Bundesliga, German League 1, and French matches on over 80 premium channels. Wow! You can also sponsor your programs such as live church services and crusades, political rallies, burial and wedding ceremonies, promotional interviews, announcements, advertisements, documentaries, and commercials. Our corporate office is at number 49 St. Michael's Road, first floor, back suite, Aba, Abia State, Nigeria. For further enquiries, call 0816 641 1400 0904 155 6483. Signed, Management.
Allow me to enjoy myself.
Politics Today. It's one-on-one right here on Living Television Global Network. We have right here seated with us a special and very fascinating guest of ours, adorable and a beautiful, eloquent Senator Nkechi. She has a PhD and a CON, a woman who has done so well in the political industry and has strived so far in her political journey. Welcome again. In the last time we just talked, we want to know your ambitions now, because I know you have always wanted to, you have done so well in the Senate and in the House of Reps before. Now, what is your ambition? Especially, you have not given up since 2015 till now. You have stayed put with APC and have decided not to relent in the pursuit of being a member of the APC. So, what is your plan? Joining the APC and stay moving with them. What's your next plan, especially in the forthcoming 2027 elections?
Well, thank you for that question. For 2027, my ambitions and plans and aspirations are in God's hands. But as a human being, I would say, having seen how our party, how we are doing in politics nationwide, having seen the good work of our President Ahmed Bola Tinubu GCFR, having seen how the nation is now turning things around positively, it is my ambition to seek for a return to the Senate in 2027. Because I know that I still have a lot of contributions to make in the national polity as I go back to the Senate, join Mr. President to ensure that laws are continuously being made and amended, to ensure that we work hand in hand with our government, even at the state level, to work with hand in hand with the entire lower chamber and the upper chamber, which is the House of Reps and the Senate, to ensure that my constituents are given a better deal in terms of effective representation. That is my human being's ambition. It is God that determines, actually. I am continuously asking him to bless me with that aspiration, because he said that the desires of my heart that he would fulfill.
You see, man, thank you so much, man. We know we've had in time when many politicians will come with so many blueprints, manifestos, fascinating, and that you want to turn everyone around to go out and vote them. And right now, what is your blueprint for the people? Because it's not just about wanting to fight being a senator, but what's your blueprint? What are you looking ahead to do?
Well, I'm not going to give you a spoon if at this point in time, Senator Nkechi has done it before, and the records are there. And I believe that with God, I can do it even better and bring home to my senatorial district, Abia Central, that which has been lacking in the last 10 years. We can do it with God on our side. She has done it before through God that strengthens me. And I believe that time has come when we shall work together as a team, the 11 team in National Assembly, the 8 House of Rep members and the 3 senators, to ensure that we bring decent value addition in our states. It's not an individualistic race. It's about time we all worked together to bring home reasonable, identifiable projects that the state can be proud of. That is my ambition.
Now, talking of project, man, You know, we have always had this issue of development and growth in a nation in the past years. Now, and the best place that development and growth can thrive is in the area of human capital development. What are you looking at in ensuring that human capital development thrives, especially in the state where you come from, in Abia, and from your constituency? Because we have been seeing and hearing that there's going to be a lot of capital development and everything, but we are yet to see the impact in the nation. So what are you going to do when you come on board?
When I come on board from 2027, I say it's going to be a collaborative work with the state government and ourselves out there in the National Assembly. What I hope we should do, and we ought to be doing, is to, I believe in collaborative work. By that, I mean we will be able to garner things from the federal through our constituency projects, through being in the right party as I am right now, where the government of today has many projects that are geared towards human capital development. And being a member of this very thriving political party and its administration, we will be able to get our chunk of that, the share of that, and we bring them home. And we add to what is being done at the state level. And we ensure that the federal government's presence is felt here, because we belong to the ruling party. And I believe with that, definitely, there will be positive impact. Our constituents will begin to feel the difference, unlike what is happening now.
So are you saying in the next few times we should be seeing more of empowerment in the state?
By the grace of God.
A kind of a teamwork, collaboration, like you said?
Yes, it needs collaboration. Yeah. If anybody tells you he's going to bring Mount Everest to Abia State alone, that person maybe needs to have his head or her head examined. But together, we can attract half of Mount Everest into Abia State, and we will do it well. I believe that there is still a lot more to be done for this state by all of us, not by one person. It doesn't work alone. I have been there, I've got the experience, and the experience, you don't pick it by just getting up and going into elective position. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. That is why Mr. President today is doing exceedingly well. To some people, it might be a bit painful on them when they see that they are no longer getting things as it used to be. It's because, watch this nation for the next 2-3 years. You will see things begin to come up, we get used to certain things. You know, before, people were not paying taxes. They don't want to pay tax. And yet, they want roads like they are in UK and in America. You can't eat your cake and have it. If you must have good roads, you must contribute towards taxation to pay for these good roads. If the roads are not done, then you would have the moral right to challenge the government. It's not when you are not paying anything, when you are not contributing anything, and you think that the government will continue to do magic to give you good schools, good roads, and good health sector and all that. No, it takes two to tango. If we pay our little taxes, the much you are qualified to pay, then you would definitely get the value of it within your domain. And that is why I ask our people, don't say, oh, these tax laws are going to be punitive. No, it's not meant to be punitive. It's meant that you pay as you earn, whether you are in private sector or in public sector. Before now, the tax net was very narrow. Only few people were paying taxes. And you don't expect miracle from that, be it local government, be it state government, be it federal. So I use this opportunity to say let us embrace certain policies of this administration, from the federal to the local government.
So, are you the way you sound? You feel so breasted, confident, because being a party member of the All Progressive Party, that come 2027, you're not going to have any challenge. There won't be any steady challenge for you from any other party coming to vie for the position of the senatorial seat.
No,
just Abia Central.
No, don't misquote me. I never said so. But there's something they call a train and a trolley. When a train is on the rail, they will remove the trolley. I'm gonna be the train by the grace of God, and trolleys will be removed.
So it means you're not seeing any challenge in 2027.
There will be, but I will overcome.
Okay. Is it going to be this? It has always been a thriving thing in Nigerian politics. They say there's always political dynamics.
Yeah.
Is the same political dynamics going to play on that 2027? Come 2027, are there going to be political dynamics?
Well, listen, I am not a soothsayer. Do you understand? But I'm a politician.
Yeah.
And we have done it before.
Okay.
And like I told you, it's a free world, free party, free form. You pay for your form, you contest. But I'm telling you that APC is going to represent Abia Central.
Right now, as it stands in Abia State, it seems to us that it's just two people that are talking loud in the All Progressive Party in Abia State. That's Yuma, and also Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu. What is the state of the All Progressive Party here in Abia State? Because are we going to see a strong challenge? Men who are going to come out to contest, vie for positions, because we are seeing that the party for now is being cold. It's just you and Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu that have been talking. We've been hearing so much about factions in the party.
No.
So much factions. Have they become a united entity?
No, I disagree with you. First and foremost, I know that Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu today is our Deputy Speaker in the House of Reps. He is representing the local government as in the federal house, in the House of Representatives. He hasn't told me anything other than what I know he's doing as a House of Rep member, Deputy Speaker, representing Bendy in Abia North Senatorial District. I'm in Abia Central. I'm not competent because he hasn't told me to discuss what he wants to do in 2027. I'm talking about what Senator Nkechi wants to do.
Yes, I know. What I'm
and
saying.
The APC in Abia
Yes.
has become a beehive of activity place, because all the other parties, all the big guys, the people that make things happen in Abia State, they have all joined this political party, beginning from my own local government here in Osisiomangwa. All the people that make politics vibrant are all now in APC, and that is the same story in the 17 local government areas of Abia State. So right now we are in a festive period. We are not in the politicking period. We have not started. This is what we are doing today is celebrating, anticipating the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. When the time comes, you will know that the APC that you knew in 2023 is definitely not the APC that we have today. And we will definitely show a difference.
Okay, but before we round up, I just want to ask you just two questions that we round up. What would be your scorecard to the present dispensation of government that we have of His Excellency Dr. Alex Chomoti. What have you seen of the in the past 2 years? His works, what can you be able to determine and see if you want to play a scorecard? What will you talk about?
Well, I would not, because we are not in the same political party, not say the truth. He's doing well. I have seen it. And I encourage him to do more. I can give him a high score. Do you understand that? This is 2023 to 2027. I would say he's doing well. I have seen his activities. They are commendable.
So that means you are not going to bring an opposition that will contest with him in 2027?
I didn't say so.
Okay.
I'm saying 2023 to 2027.
Okay.
He's doing well. I'm commending him. I appreciate what he's doing. I've been home now 2 times in the last 2 months. I've seen a lot of.
So that means in coming 2027, it's not going to be an easy task for him to go to the polls. It means your party is going to give him a tough shake.
I didn't say so. I am APC, and definitely we will have a candidate.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to give him a tough shake.
I'm not running for governorship. It's for whoever or the people that will run for that seat when they eventually emerge or when they did not emerge. When we get to the bridge, we'll cross it. So, but as he's doing well.
What challenges are you going to see on your own path come 2027? Are you seeing any challenges? Any fostering challenge that you're going to embark in the country because of the elections?
No.
So
I see my brothers and sisters whom I want to run, they will run, but I will overcome.
Very confident.
Yes, they will run.
Okay. And we hope that we'll see you in the Senate. And when you get there,
yes, sure.
It means there's going to be a lot of change for the people.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to be a rookie. You don't need to send a rookie from opposition party. It's a waste of time when there is a better candidate from the ruling party. Why would you live where they are doing the real masquerade to look for the backyard money?
So we should be looking ahead for development and growth activities happening in your constituency.
To bring the dividends to my senatorial district and to be the people's senator, to restore. I was there twice. My records are there, and I challenge any of them to beat it. So, the constituents have seen, as I said, this is a Christmas period. I'm not campaigning now. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. It's still an aspiration. It's still a desire that I'm expressing. You never know what God has in mind, for me, that could make me not to run again. Do you understand? Yeah. But as we speak today, it is my desire. I want to do restoration. I want to bring more value to our people. I want my people to feel the pulse, the effectiveness of a proper system.
So, Mark, we've been hearing about so many people defecting to the party because of the luxury of disbursement of financial resources they give to them with the camps. We say those who are senators will be giving 250 billion, and they did 250 billion, and then the governors, we heard those stories. It was coming very cloudedly. So you have been in the system. So does it mean you are going to get much more than that, so that at least you can use to comfort it?
All these things. I'm the right person for people to ask questions. There is no such thing.
Okay.
There is no such thing as giving billion.
Because we heard about the defection when they defect, that the amount of money we give for the governors to be 200 billion, for the senators is 250 billion. Is it as a means of trying to keep them to the party so that they cannot leave?
All these things are just social media gimmicks. Where would my government, our party get that kind of money to give to somebody to come to a party, an individual, or even the whole state? It doesn't work like that. Nobody is giving any money. They are there because they are sure. They are sure of a healthier governance when they are in APC. When they are in the other parties, they are either quarreling, fighting, and people spend more money to have their camps. But you don't need that in APC. Because we are one big family. We don't need that in APC. We don't have camps in APC. And our president has made it abundantly clear that he is president of every Nigerian, not just for APC. You know, today I know that I was asked to shortlist some names from my local government for the president to extend seasonal greetings. They didn't say only APC people. That's my president for you.
So it's an open door.
It's an open door.
For everyone.
Yes, for everyone.
Okay. That's good. So now, please, I wanted to ask a question about the area of insecurity in Nigeria. What, we've been having tribal cases of kidnapping and banditry and everything. What has been the solutions? What's the federal government working out to ensure that they can be able to stabilize and curtail the issue of this insecurity menace that we're having in the country?
Well, the case of insecurity is a concern for everyone. It's not just the federal government. As we are today in Abia State, is this place federal government? No. But Abia State is relatively quiet, peaceful. It's because good things are happening here. Do you understand? Where those things are happening more, especially in the north, it concerns me because the people being kidnapped and killed are human beings. They are our fellow human beings. It shouldn't happen. Even to your enemy, you shouldn't wish that person to be kidnapped or killed by bandits or all these other vices. It's it's a combination of a lot of things. Sometimes it's beyond politics. It could be religious. It could be other cultural, ethnic, and so on and so forth. But you can see in Abia today, you can leave this your gate open. We do, and nothing happens. So we are relatively peaceful. Some places in the east here are relatively peaceful as well. We are blessed in Abia in particular. I know in other places it's boiling, like in Anambra, but then lately too, it has also been peaceful. I pray that someday Nigeria will take back the peaceful coexistence that we have always enjoyed since we were born. I used to see herders moving along the street here in Abia State, in my village before. They will not harm you and you will not harm them. But they will not take their cows to the farm, to somebody else's farm, to go and destroy and eat up their crops. These days you see herders, they are carrying AK-47 and they kill farmers because the farmers protest that their cows should not eat their crops. Such things are not good. The herders, it's a private business. They are nursing or they are feeding the cows, people's cows that they sell and make their own private businesses. And I do not even think that they pay tax. So they should remain in their domain. They should be ranched. I'm a crusader of having ranches for cows and any other animal, rather than allowing them to go into the farms to destroy people's farms. Then the food baskets are no more there. Then those trying to occupy people's land in the north, people will come and kill a whole community they want to occupy. I don't know. Such things is never in our tradition, in our culture. It's never our lifestyle in Nigeria. Even in the north, Muslims and Christians used to live peacefully. They used to live peacefully. They used to cohabit peacefully. you go to your mosque on Fridays and they go to their churches on Friday. I don't know what has gone wrong. And there is infiltration from outside Nigeria coming into our country to occupy our communities. That these things result to this insecurity that we are talking about. I pray and I ask God to intervene, because He can do what no man can do. He can intervene that we will be able to close our borders a little bit, so that people from other parts of West Africa can remain in their countries and not come into our country to kill both Muslims and Christians. We see them. We see such stories. We see people cry. We see burials of both Muslims and Christians. It's not good. This insecurity has a lot of adverse effect. It downplays on our economic efforts, and it puts Nigeria in the bad light in the Western world. Today, America doesn't talk good about Nigeria because of killing of Christians. It wasn't like that before. This kind of how they think of Nigeria, and now it has affected everybody. You don't get visas anymore. It's because of insecurity. So, if it can touch their hearts that people stop hurting people that did not do anything to them. You will come to somebody's house, you burn their house and kill them and kill their children. That is not good. That is inhuman. Even in the Islam did not say you will kill your human being that did not do anything to you. Christianity did not say we should kill our human being that did not do anything to you.
Thank you so much, distinguished Senator. Thank you for coming. We truly appreciate you. And we look ahead in 2027, you not just imagine that being the senator representing the Abia Central constituency. Thank you. And God bless you. So what's your last word for the people? What's your last word? What do you want to give to them as your last message? Take it.
For today, just 30 days before Christmas, I use this medium to wish my people, starting from the people of Osisiomongwa Local Government Authority, to Abia Central, to Abia State, to Southeast, and to Nigerians. I wish them a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. I want to ask that we hand over our lives to Christ. If we are in Christ, there won't be crisis. When there are crises, He will see us through. And I wish the government and people of Nigeria once again a peaceful Christmas and a wonderful 2026. Things will be better in 2026. More lives will be saved. And I want to thank the security operatives for working assiduously to release the last children from St. Mary's from Niger State, from that Catholic school in Niger State. May God bless Nigeria and bless the people of Abia State. Thank you.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you.